Hi, today from Dubai in the last day of the year 2021. Today I will tell you how I do a yearly review, how I plan for the next year, and how I evaluate my goals and the achievement of my goals from the previous year, and how I do the summary of the goal achievement from my year in order to speed up, to improve the achievement of my goals and my planning for each year. So every year before the end of the year, I define my goals for the next year in 6 categories, in 6 fields. The first field is the field of soul and lifestyle. It is about travels, it is about, let's say, experiences that I want to experience. The second area is the area of mind. This is about everything I want to learn. About seminars I want to attend, maybe about conferences, about books I want to read, about skills I want to acquire. And the third category of my goal planning is the category of that corresponds to my body. This is about health, about sports. So how I want to improve my health, in which areas, what exact points, what will be my sport activities, my routines, the things that I want to establish. Maybe also some sportive challenges that I want to take and complete. Then the fourth area is the area of business. For every company, I define my goals. For every project that I have running or that I want to start, I define my goals. Also, investments is the part of that area, of the business area. So I define how many investments in which areas, what do I want to achieve in them. Then I have the fifth area. This is the material area. Meaning what I want to acquire materially, what I want to achieve materially in my life. And the sixth area is the area of habits, meaning which habits I want to either improve, sustain, or maybe establish, which new habits I want to establish in my life. And of course, I define them on different levels. So these are the 6 main areas. And then I have sections, let's say, in business, I have different companies, projects, and also investments, subcategory investments. And then in every company, so in every subcategory, I have subcategories, meaning, let's say in company A, I want to achieve this, this, and this. In the project B, I want to achieve this, this, and this. And then I want maybe to start a project C and then achieve that and that in that project. So I do it on several levels. And then from all these goals that I have defined, I choose 5 goals as my main goals, the most important goals that I want to focus on and achieve in that coming year. And I write them down with a weighting, meaning from 100% of the achievement, how important is the goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, goal 4, and goal 5. So altogether, it sums up to 100%. Let's say for the year 2021, I achieved a very specific health goal that I wanted to achieve, and that I gave 30% importance of 30% of all of the 100% for the top 5 goals. Then let's say in writing, I defined another goal. Then I gave it 20%. So both 2 goals, they gave already 50%. And then I set for the goal 3, 4, and the goal 5 was, let's say, a net worth that I wanted to achieve. And this goal I gave 15%, 15% of these 100. So altogether, Of course, the 5 goals should sum up to 100%. And from the year 2021, this is a real example. As you know, this was a very specific year. I wouldn't say, yeah, it's kind of for many people a hardship year, a year of hardship, but it was definitely an extraordinary year, a year that changed a lot in many people's lives, and it needed some changes in my life. I spent a lot of time setting up these changes in order for me to be able to spread my wings in the under new conditions, under the new developments, and achieve a lot in the future, despite all the restrictions, despite all the limitations, all the hardships, and maybe some unusual occurrences or some unusual processes, some unusual events in the world. So I achieved in the health goal, I achieved to 50%. So 30% times 50% is 15%. The writing goal, and the goal 3 and 4, I didn't achieve at all. And then I achieved only 35% of my extremely ambitious net worth goal. That means, let's say, 15% times 1/3, 35% more or less, is 5%. So altogether, from all these top 5 goals, I achieved only 20% this year. So much less than the last year. But nevertheless, I'm not really satisfied with that, but it is better than nothing. And considering the circumstances, it is not that bad. I mean, you sometimes need to just be happy and appreciate what you have achieved. And these are always for those of you who know me, who know how ambitious my goals are and my activities. They will know that even that is a lot. Then I also sum up, I also review all my detailed goals in these 6 categories from last year, and give them the achievement grade, to which grade I achieved each of the sub categories, and then I sum up on different levels to the very top. So I realized all my goals to 22.3% in the last year. And this is another thing that I'm not satisfied about, because the achievement grade of all my goals is higher than the achievement grade of my top goals. And it should be another way around. It is much better to achieve your main goals and not achieve most of all goals than achieve, have a high achievement grade across all goals, and then the most important goals you don't achieve to that degree. That isn't good. You should focus on the main goals, because the main goals, the top goals, they bring you farther. They propel your development. These are mostly breakthrough goals that then help you step up to higher level and do even more, do bigger things, and so on and so on. But nevertheless, so I achieved 20% of my top goals and 22.3% of all my goals. Not bad, but also not very good. I would have preferred to achieve much more in the top goals, but it is like it is. And of course, I defined new goals for the year 2022, and I encourage you to do similar things, because planning, this is like yearly planning. Then you break it down to monthly planning, like month after month. You define what do you attack in that month, what are your priorities in that month, and then you break it down to daily activities, or maybe you can go even to weekly planning. I actually do also weekly planning. This is something I will be talking about another time. But if you plan, you know what you want to achieve, and alone, this consciousness alone, or the knowledge of your goals alone brings you farther already. Your actions are more focused. You know what you, when you get up, you know what you want to do, what you need to do, and you can then focus on the important things and not on the urgent things, not on the not on the activities that every day brings you, but you can either focus or make time to work on the things that really count for you, that really matter to you. So planning is extremely important, but also accountability, being accountable to yourself for your achievements. What have you achieved? If you promise, if you plan, it is kind of a promise. You promise something to yourself to do or to achieve, and then you have to somehow, review on that and be accountable to yourself and not lie to yourself, just dreaming and planning without checking up on that, without reviewing that doesn't work. You have to review it and be aware how much you achieved and stick to that, right? And keep an eye on the goals, on your plans, and then you can realize more and more. And doing that every year, doing that the way I do, this actually increases considerably chances of reaching your goals, and also increases your performance, right? So you can set higher and higher goals. You can set more and more audacious, more and more bold goals, and go for them. So that's it about goals. I want also to thank you for being with me here on this channel, for watching my materials, for being the part of our community of brave people, of ambitious people, of people who just don't accept mediocrity and want to achieve great, even maybe impossible goals in their lives. Be proud of what we do and what we bring to the world, the value that we create in the world. We want to improve that world, to make it a better place to live, and create products, create services, create things that other people can enjoy, that other people can use. So at the end of this video, you will see a review of all the materials of all the places we have visited this year. Of course, there wasn't that much travels this year due to restrictions, but I hope I could bring you a lot of value and a lot of valuable material, a lot of things to think about, a lot of brain food. And in the year 2022, I wish you to dream big and make it happen. I wish you courage in face of impossible odds. I wish you to take action against the resistance of naysayers. And I wish you to achieve your craziest goals despite all obstacles. Don't ask who will let you. Ask yourself who could stop you. And for all of us, I wish a better, more free world. A world in which everybody can decide about himself, about his well-being, his whereabouts, and his future. A world in which the individual ability and diligence determines your success, and not a certificate of a medical treatment. A world without coercion, inhibition, exclusion, and segregation. A world in which universal human rights are not only a slogan. This is the world I am dreaming about and support actively. Happy New Year 2022. And now I invite you to watch our activities this year, a review of the videos on this channel. I wish you a fantastic day today, a fantastic party, New Year's Eve party. Let's do something extraordinary today. See you in the new year 2022. you a fantastic day. Let's do something extraordinary today.